What up, YouTube? Max here, and today we're playing round 2 of the Modern Preliminary. We are 1-0, and we're playing some Enchantress, and we are keeping on the draw. So we had an interesting round 1. Don't forget to check out that video. And, well, looks like we might be going for more of the same matchup here. Razor Verge, Sheltered Thicket. I don't know how many decks play that card, unfortunately. But, yeah. Go here, go white. Okay. So yeah, we won round 1, and now we're seeing if we can't beat this deck, whoever we're playing against round 2. But this is not the start I want to see from my opponent. This could mean they're playing the Calibrated. Okay, they're not good. Well, they still could be, but they could be playing the Calibrated Blast deck, which I beat round 1, and that deck is not fun to play against, in my opinion. Okay, they're not. Cool. Looks like opponent could be on. Sweet. More of Fair Magic than, hope they don't deal 15 turn 3. Alright. So opponent's gonna have to run in 6 here. Opponent can be on Jund. They could just be on, some sort of red-green strategy in general. I'm gonna start with we're gonna go Forest into Abundant Growth. Tap that, targeting that Forest and drawing card, and then we're gonna add green and white for a Weaver. Pass the turn. Alright, see what my opponent's playing. I'm not quite sure what version or what deck they're on here. There's a variety of different decks that this could be. They could be playing Jund. Sheltered Thicket's an interesting one. They could be playing some sort of Scape Shift or land or Scape Shift strategy. Pillage. Or they could be playing Ponza, which looks like they are. Wow. Okay. This could be a tough matchup for us, depending on this trigger. Yeah, it looks like opponent's playing Ponza, and you know, playing Ponza while they're on the playing Ponza on the draw is not really where we want to be. Um, so we'll see what see. I think this is a Ponza strategy at least. Blood Moons are coming out against them. Yeah, this is probably not the best matchup for us. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna say we're gonna go green and white. Oops, green and white for a Destiny Spinner. We could have also gone for the Sythis. 3 green for the Enchantress presence. We could have done it a different way, but I think this is fine. The good news is we're able to generate some mana off the Sanctum Weaver, where it's not, just the end of the world that they're blowing up our lands. Okay, they're dealing one there. Do they have some sort of... Oh, they're going to just double Ren it? Okay. That's unfortunate. Double Ren there. Stone Rain? Some sort? Okay, maybe... Fable. Interesting. I'm not sure. My opponent's playing some weird stuff over here. We're gonna go through Sythis and oops. If we can ever type right. We're not great at this game. Draw a card off that. Land. And I guess we attack Ren. Cool, Ren 6 down. Discard 2 if you do. Yeah, but now we have to worry about the fact that opponent has a Fable. Why do I call it a Fable? A Mabel. Opponent has a Fable on the field, and that's scary. We're gonna get token there. I'm not sure what my opponent's playing. Is playing some sort of red-green. I thought they were playing Ponza, but it's not looking like a Ponza deck anymore. Fury. Ouch. So they get to kill. It's a good thing we didn't block. They get to kill one of our creatures here. Greater Auramancy would be good to get that down. It's gonna let us give our stuff, you know, other enchantments have Shroud, but I'm still not liking our odds this game. That Fable's just gonna make Infinite Furies, or a Fury each turn that they want. They're just, okay, they're gonna kill that. Interesting. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand, though. And that's good news for us, at least, right? That opponent only has 2 cards in hand. And no. So I guess we're gonna do this. Draw a card off here. The Destiny Spinner will let us start making some large enchantments at some point, which is nice. We'll just get some bigger enchantments than hopefully our opponent can deal with. Sterling Grove is also a good one to grab. Because now we can, okay, sweet. Now we can search up our Solitary Confinement and start trying to go out that way eventually. And unfortunately, that's all we got this turn. Solitary Confinement's going to be pretty good if we can search it up. Opponent doesn't probably have the best way to deal with that card. We're taking 6 here, which hurts. Let's see, if we search up Solitary Confinement, yeah. I think that's just the path we want to take to try to win this game. 1, 2, 3. I wish we had one more land. Well, we might be able to draw it. Solitary Confinement. Draw a card. Man would be great here. Because we want to be able to play our Greater Auramancy. Give her Shelter Confinement, essentially Shroud. And then eventually give Greater Auramancy Shroud, and then that's kind of the lock. That's what's nice about this Enchantress deck. It looks like it's super far behind sometimes, and then just play Solitary Confinement and perfectly do what we wanted there. And then yeah, it just plays Solitary Confinement. It's like, well, I don't know how you win from here, you know, opponent. As long as we can maintain enough cards where we can discard. And then eventually we're going to win off the Hallowed Haunting. Some sort of, sure. I mean, they're going to get rid of our stuff, but Pillage is an interesting one. It's better than Stone Rain for sure, but now our opponent's kind of looking at us like, okay, well, how do you win when it's time for you to win? And the answer to that is one of these is Hallowed. Answer to that is going to be our Hallowed Haunting. So, okay, we're going to draw more cards. Draw cards. We also want to make sure, you know, as I mentioned in other videos with this deck, we don't want to deck ourselves. It's definitely not something we want to do, is deck ourselves. But I think once we resolve this Hallowed Haunting and a couple enchantments, we're going to start to have attack flying creatures. We're starting to sort of establish a hard lock on our opponent here. Giving more stuff, making so our opponent can't interact with their things. And but they have a lot of Blood Moon. Okay, we play Blood Moons. I don't think that matters at all. Sure. Like, we play Blood Moons in this deck. We don't mind that. Well, we're discarding this Stomping Ground now. White, white, green, green. Hallowed Haunting. And that's kind of how we're gonna. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Struggling there. This is how we eventually win this game. It's by just grinding our opponent out and eventually Oh, we could have attacked with Vigilance and Flying there. That was some missed damage. I apologize. Opponent's basically hoping we misclick, or I guess we'll get rid of this second Solitary Confinement. We're not going to, though. I don't plan on misclicking. Get rid of this reflection. I think that's the scariest right now. Alright, and then, yeah, we're starting to make some creatures. Alright, I think we got this one. Yep, they're going to concede. So there we basically just got the lock of Solitary Confinement in time and then protected it and just go wide with enchantments. And that's kind of a recipe for how this deck wins. Alright, so opponent is playing Blood Moons themselves, and we don't want them in this matchup at all. They're playing Ren and 6, so they're playing like red-green, mid-range with some land destruction. We don't like our Blood Moons, and what we can bring in though is Seal of Primordium. Seems fine in case they are playing, their Mirror of Kiki that card. This seems fine option. Flame Blitz is a fine option against their Ren and 6 and stuff. So maybe 1-1 of both those. I don't think I want 2 with either of those. Seems like a fine matchup for us if we are able to. Feels like a fine matchup for us if we're able to. Ooh, I like this. I like this hand. Feels like a fine matchup for us if we're able to get set up without them having too fast of a start. Creature, perfect. Check out this play, guys. Snow-covered plains on thin ice. Snap your creature. 1 mana removal spell on our land. Although, yeah, it's possible that they would have had a. Maybe that play is not right to do, because if they would have the yeah. So, alright. So here we want to play our Sterling Grove first. We want to give our stuff other Enchantment Shroud as fast as we can, but we're gonna actually just search for it with a basic for a basic because they're playing Blood Moon. Their list still, we don't mind Blood Moon, but we just want to be careful of that. Otherwise, they could have. Well, they can still land destruct this, I guess. So maybe that wasn't the smartest play. Yeah, that was probably a misplay. Because now my opponent can basically just land destruction this and get back their creature. Okay. I made a mistake there. I apologize. Season Pyromancer. That's fine. Ooh, sure. But it's still nice to be able to. So now I'm trying to decide if I think I want to play my Sanctum Weaver here into a Bunning Grove. We can't really be too scared of the land destruction. They're gonna have it eventually, and if we diversify our target, our cards that they could target with it, it gets worse. If we just put everything on one land, of course their land destruction is gonna be really good against us. But if we diversify what we're playing, like if we diversify and give them a lot of options and make them basically pick an option as opposed to saying here you can have it all in one. Utopia Sprawl, okay. Let me get alright. Attack for 2, take 2. Well, we get to untap with some mana and kind of do the thing here. So could Utopia Sprawl to add more mana. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. I want to start drawing cards. I think I'd rather do with Sythis than Enchantress Presence. So we're gonna go like this. Oops. I'm really bad at tapping mana. Play this. And 1, 2, 4 mana there. So we're even gonna go for 4 or 5. Sorry. Play this. Start making creatures. Now play this. Alright. This deck is so easy to play. Like, this Enchantress deck is just very easy for me to pilot. I don't think there's as much skill as I thought there'd be. It just feels like a lot of, oh, I just play my stuff in the right order somewhat. Like, doesn't really even have to be the exact right order. It's just like, here, I'm gonna get a, like here, if I, they have to get rid of my Sterling Grove before they can target my stuff. We have a bunch of mana, and like, this just seems like a very strong deck. The Calibrated Blast, Fury, sure, doesn't do anything. This is great. This deck is so good. Alright, top with a bunch of mana. There's Solitary Confinement, even off the top. So that's great. Like, I don't think I'm even piloting this optimally. I'm just... Now, okay, so our opponent does have Ren here, but our stuff has flying and stuff. This is flying, so we'll want to deal Ren at least 1 damage. Alright, I don't know. I guess we're gonna play this Sythis. I don't think it matters really what we play. We're just so far ahead here. Feels like we're so far ahead here. This might have just been a great choice for this tournament. Oh. Oh, that's awkward. I didn't realize they're legendary. Don't be like me. Play better than I do, guys. Alright, well, now all of our stuff has Shroud. We're drawing cards. And yeah, this should just be over from here. Oops. The 8 white plus Solitary Confinement. This deck is just bonkers. I don't really know what else to say. Ooh, there's a, we could do it this way. Oops. Like you guys are seeing me make a bunch of misplays, and I apologize, but the point I'm trying to make here is it just doesn't matter if you misplay. Let's play Utopia Sprawl here, because this deck is just so strong. It does not matter if I'm misplaying at all. Red. Flame Blitz. It's going to take care of that. Opponents can probably concede here soon. We're just kind of stumbling through this, and it's just enough to... And it's just going to be enough to win. So now we have the draw engine set up. Yep. And there you go. We're 2-0. This deck is just bonkers, and I'll see you guys in round 3. Thanks for watching.